Boom, here we go, back with another infamous trailer reaction. I'm Kuya P, and I'm here with a bunch of folks from the NRW squad. First up, I have Heather from our new Release Wednesday team. How are you, Heather?
Good.
All right. And I've got from our Checkpoint squad, Gaming in the House with Mr. Webster Style. How are you?
Oh, no, I still function.
And of course, from You're So Cool with Rob Medina, as well as our regular weeklies. Rob Medina, how are you, Rob?
I have no idea what I'm walking into, man. So I'm just
It's our trailer reactions. You know what's the deal. So
that's what I'm referring to. What am I going to be
particular trailer
to?
reaction? They're kind of feeling it because I told them what we were going to do before we started rolling. It's coming from MGM Studios. It's called Till Y'all. You'll know what we're talking about after we check this out, and then we'll get into our thoughts. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
This was my boy, Emmett Till.
Oh, man.
I got a letter today from Auntie Lizzie. She said Bo's been working the fields. I can't imagine. Oh, he just doesn't understand how different things are in Mississippi. Are you listening?
Yes.
Be small down there.
Like this?
Emmett never thought anything would happen to him.
Meet the mommy, Simmy!
Ow! He just wanted to go on vacation and have fun with his cousins. But if my son could just get his feet back onto the Chicago soil, he'd be one happy kid. I don't know why I said that.
I want to talk to you about that boy.
They've come for you. It's hard to describe what a mother knows. The first thing I noticed when I became a mother was that my hands were busy all the time. My hand knew him with my eyes closed, just like I know his laughter in a crowded room. It's the same thing when you know all of someone. This was my boy, Emmett Till.
The body of Emmett Lewis Till has been found dead.
Can I at least just fix him up a bit?
No, they have to see it for themselves.
You tell me, Mamie, how is risking your life gonna help Bo?
Those pictures of your son change people's lives.
I can't look, baby. We have to. The lynching of my son has shown me that what happens to any of us, anywhere in the world, had better be the business of us all.
All right, there we go. Woo! How to do this one. It's a heavy one.
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and put this out there and get my thoughts out there real quick, if you don't mind. Because I did choose this. I knew this was going to be a heavy one. I know we were all trying to avoid this one. But I think the reason why we also need to talk about this and the reason why we have this as a film is because people forget. And that's also why Emmett Till's mother, after that murder occurred, wanted everyone to know what's going on. Because this cannot continue. This evil cannot continue. It's unfortunate that this evil still continues. But that's why why she spoke out and why I think it's important for this film to be out there as well. And it's important for us to react to this film because we can't have injustice like this continue to occur, which it still does. And man, I think personally, from the look of this, everything here, they chose a wonderful young man. You can see the innocence there. It looks beautifully cast, and it's gonna bring a lot of tears and it's gonna bring a lot of hurt. But if you don't know the story, it's important that this story is out there so people can learn the story, and it can help change and do some good. Those are my thoughts.
From the trailer, I'll say you get the power and impact of the story, even if you don't know the story. you get that from this trailer, and knowing the story, it like you feel it even more, but it just, there's definitely a care that is taken with this story, and very much to show the vibrancy of Emmett Till and what was taken away and the impact of that loss of innocence had, not just on his family, but also on the nation as a whole.
Real talk. What are your
Do we know
thoughts,
what the
Heather?
rating to this movie is going to be?
Or Rob? What'd you say? What do you want to say, Rob?
Do you know what the rating to the movie is? What the rating for this movie is going to be?
believe it's
It doesn't
PG-13.
have a rating on here at the moment.
Okay.
I believe they're slating for a PG-13 rating. I don't think they want an R.
Okay.
That would be
Just
good, so
checking.
that way it can reach a wider audience, hopefully.
Yeah.
Thoughts, Heather?
We have some people of color in this room, in the Zoom room and on this video, and my voice should not be necessarily heard here. The only thing I really want to say is to fellow white people, we need to respect the POC community if they decide that they do not want to watch this film for trauma reasons. And we should be, if you don't want to watch this film because you can clearly tell that it is very painful, we need to be educating ourselves on the story and why the story needs to be told.
Rob Medina, what are your thoughts?
I mean, honestly, I wasn't anticipating this trailer to drop like that. But I guess my only concerns really are the fact that if when this movie comes out, like what's really going to be the general reaction from people who, you know, don't know the story or, you know, what perceptions may be. Like, I'm really curious to see how the overall view of the film is going to be, because I think there's a lot of people who don't really know the whole story. They just know like snippets of it. And then to get this film to come out. And the reason I was asking about the ratings, because I wanted to see how far they would go in showcasing the violence that occurred for him. And I think some people are very touchy about that. And I'm not saying it's good to go down that route, but it's, you know, with the way the mother was open to the idea of showcasing the reality of what her son had gone through and showing it the world for that reason. You know, I'm wondering if the filmmakers are approaching with that same mindset as well, to see if that's their thought process as well, considering the subject matter. Not saying they should do it, but I'm just wondering if that was the idea behind it. That's why I was asking about the rating. That's one of the reasons why I was wondering how the people react to it here. So, you know, it's a hard story, but you know, sometimes I think some stories are meant to be told the way they really are, and some things are altered for obvious reasons. And I'm just curious to how they're going to be handling that in that respect. So I definitely will see the film, but I'm just curious to how they're going to approach it at the end of the day. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, Rob, I was thinking the same thing you were asking about the rating. I was thinking about how far they're going to go to show the horrific events that happened to him. And I'm not sure if it's still there today, but when the Smithsonian African American History Museum opened up, I know they had an exhibit there, and I believe his coffin was a part of the exhibit.
Yeah.
And there were pictures. Seeing that is an experience you can't describe. Even reading about it, learning about it, growing up, seeing that was definitely a jarring experience. And a movie like this, I cannot say I will see it in the theater, but I will watch it just because. And I don't know what they do in school nowadays, but movies like this is what we watch in school as far as education.
Very true.
Yeah, I would agree too. Yeah, I would agree. So I think maybe the PG-13 rating would probably be the best way to go in that respect.
Not to get political, we know what they're doing in schools nowadays. So yeah, I would see objections to this from some people who don't want to acknowledge history. I'll leave it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Just to tag in real
100%.
quick, once again, I believe that the people that look like me should definitely be watching this film for reasons, because we are not educated enough. But I will say, when it comes to the rating, they use, you see it in circulation again as just a separate film. Megan's Missing is a story about childhood abduction and assault. And when that came in to the zeitgeist, it was traumatic. It was entire countries have banned it. And a movie like this doesn't deserve that type of stigma. So I'm hoping they do a PG-13 rating, because unfortunately we should know the truth. And the pictures they used in newspapers, everything, you can find those on the internet. You can do that. You can easily Google the situation, not situation, the event that occurred. But if they get too deep in this, that's where you'll get those people who are complete and total assholes who want to deny the truth of history. That's where they'll be like, it's too traumatic. It's too dramatic. So I'm hoping that they can keep it to a PG-13 rating.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go about it too, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll be that way.
Webster, stop to the point where you said about the African American Museum. The whole time you were talking to and about that element of the museum, I remember that vividly, because that's probably what hit my wife the most when we visited. And because yes, they had the coffin there. They had like this whole experience where you could know what happened and how it led up to the event and then the aftermath. Whew.
Such a great museum. Such an amazing.
So highly
museum.
recommend. Yeah.
Right.
If you've never been, definitely check that out. But it's an important story. It was important after it happened for the mother and the family to get it out. And that's why we still need to talk about it, because injustice like this should never occur. And we'll continue to tell stories like this and remind people just how wrong it is. And hopefully this film will speak its truth. And if you haven't heard about it, you'll learn more. All right, people. We got this difficult one out the way. If you want to talk about Till, if you want to talk about other important stories that we need to know, I would love you to hit me up about that, because there's a lot that I don't know and I want to know. So Webster Style, how can the people reach out to you?
You can find me, Webster Style, the man, the voice of fragrance, at Webster Style on TikTok and Instagram, and at _ Webster Style on TikTok. I said that wrong, but oh well. But anything and everything that is Webster Style can be found at websterstyle.com.
All right. Thank you, Webster Style. Heather, how can the people reach out to you?
You can find me on Twitters at NerdIsAHeather and on TikTok at HeatherIsANerd and Instagram as well.
All right. Thank you. And Rob.
Well, you all can find me on my Instagram and Twitter, Mr. Rob Medina, and on Facebook, simply just Rob Medina, and my show social media account as well. On Instagram, You're So Cool with Rob Medina, and on Twitter, You're So Cool WRM.
There you go. Give Rob, Heather, and Webster Style all the love, all the follows. And for me, it is the Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, and IG. Of course, Show Pal Show, AAPI Tour Heroes, and here with the whole squad at the NRW and Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. Let us know if you're going to be seeing Till and all the other important stories that we all need to know. If we don't know about them, I want to know about them in the comments below, y'all.
Cheers.